video was going to be all about flash type analog to digital converters, but many of my well known subscribers, or I should say my friends, had an issue with the length of the previous video. So, on this sweet and humble request, this video is to summarize the previous videos in this playlist. So, in the previous video, we have discussed two types of analog to digital converters. They were simple counter type and tracker type. If you haven't seen them yet, the links are in the description. So, let's start over with a brief overview of what we have done until now. First, we saw why we need analog to digital converters with the help of identification of some characteristics of a digital system. That is, they are fast, accurate, reprogrammable, less bulky, and are highly reliable. Then we saw construction and working of a simple counter type ADC and the areas where it lags, that is time and the sample data. A simple counter type ADC works by sampling data through a op-amp in comparator mode, passes its output to an AND gate with clock input as other signal. This gated clock is given to a up counter, which obviously counts up with each clock until a clear or reset command is given to the counter. The storing of sample and resetting of counter is controlled by a control unit, which observes the output of the op-amp and accordingly gives the reset and store command to the counter and latch respectively. Throughout the working of simple counter ADC, we saw how it reaches the wave or input voltage step by step by step and resets as it is equal to the signal or exceeds the signal. This resetting again and again and again increases sample time and sampling data loss. We overcame this issue, not completely, but a little bit, and improved the performance by oversampling. Oversampling can be done by increasing the clock frequency, but there are limitations to how much you can increase it. So we switched to tracker type ADC. The tracker type analog to digital converters have their initial working and construction same as a simple counter type ADC. And a tracker type ADC can be easily derived from the block diagram of a simple counter type ADC with some amendments. We can always start by changing up counter to a up down counter because it has to trace the wave, which can be increasing or decreasing. For that, we need to count up or down. We now don't need the clear command, and as we are storing the data in the real time, we also do not need the enable command. So we remove the control unit. In this up down counter, we use direct sampling. So clock is given directly to the up down counter and the up down counting is controlled by the outputs of op-amp. Now the loss of data is minimized and the time loss is also tending to zero. But a new problem can be seen. Output is having highly fluctuating values with little or no change in magnitudes of an input signal. The problem can be solved by quantizing, or we can say in simple words, reducing the width and height of each step for the same signal. Now, these two take a lot of time to process in the terms of the electronic world. So just imagine, if you have internet slow on one network, you will probably change to another faster network. In the case of the digital world, we have the fastest and the most reliable. flash type analog digital converters. So we will continue in the next video with flash type analog to digital converters. In the end, I would like to advise you to comment. Comment without hesitation or feeling shy, as your comments help us to improve and bring knowledge the more easier way. Until the next video, learn, revise, and if you haven't subscribed yet, just subscribe. Thank you.